out anything. All right, and let's actually step the feet wide. So we'll start in a wide parallel stance, hands on your hips, and we're just gonna start with some big hip circles. Big yawn for your hip joints. Just noticing how the hips feel in this moment. And then reverse direction. Bring your hips back to the center. Let's bring your right hand to your thigh, other hand behind your head. We're gonna do a side bend here. So you're gonna reach your hand down your leg, lift your elbow up, and use your abdominals to help you come back up. Inhale, side bend over, sliding down the thigh. Exhale, belly button to spine and lift. One more on this side. Inhale, over, lift that elbow up. Exhale, navel to spine. And we'll switch, hand to your thigh, hand behind your head. Inhale, slide your hand down, lift your elbow up. Exhale, belly button to spine and restack. Inhale, over, big stretch. Exhale, lift up. One more. All right, let's take hands to your hips. We're gonna turn the legs out, so toes point out, heels point in. And we're gonna take some sumo squats here, folding at the hips and knees, tilting forward. Good, and then stand up tall. Inhale, hips go back, chest comes forward, knees open. Exhale, stand tall. And just keep going like this at your own pace. Folding at the hips and knees, keeping the spine straight and stable. Lift through your pelvic floor and abdominals as you come upright. One more. And we'll stand up. Let's bring the feet back in underneath your hips. Parallel legs, and feel free to hold something for balance. We're gonna work the feet a little bit. So we're gonna lift your heels up and lower the heels down. Slow and controlled. Just breathing at your own pace. Again, think about lifting the pelvic floor and abdominals to help you lift the heels and lower with control. Arms can go anywhere that's comfortable. Two more. Lift your heels up again. Keep the heels lifted, and we're gonna keep our spine vertical as we bend the knees and straighten. Bend and straighten. Again, feel free to hold something if you need to.
Okay, well, I'll tell you what.
Or you can test your balance.
Okay.
Two more. And we'll lower the heels back down. Let's come into a V position, heels together, toes apart. And we're gonna lift the heels up, pull the heels together as you lower down. So as your heels lift, they will separate. Pull the heels together as you lower down. So just those heel lifts. A few more. Suctioning with the inner thighs in as you come down. Three more. This time we'll lift up, and if your heels are apart, step a little closer so that your heels can be together with the heels up. We're gonna bend the knees and straighten. Squeeze those heels, bend and lift. Keep the spine vertical. It doesn't have to be a big movement unless you want it to be. Three more. And we'll lower the heels down. Okay, let's stand with 1 foot forward, 1 foot back, a pretty long stance or big space between your feet. All right, we're gonna keep the back heel down, feet in parallel. We're gonna bend the front knee just to get a stretch through the back calf and then straighten the front knee. We're gonna do that a few times. Bend the front leg, keep that back heel down, spine vertical, and then come back up. Try and keep this spine vertical, avoid leaning forward. 2 more.
And then Tamara, I'm gonna challenge you. You can have your hand there, but I don't want you to pull with your hand to do the movement. You can use
Okay, let's switch legs. Big long stance, all your toes pointing forward. Keep the back heel down as you bend the front knee. So we're just deepening that calf stretch a little bit, and then straighten the front knee. You can hold the stretch for longer if you want to. Two more.
Good. Let's go ahead and move that. And we'll sit on the turtle again. This time we're going to stretch that right leg.
Okay, and we'll release that stance. Let's grab our weights now. We'll stand in a parallel stance, feet underneath the hip joints. Okay, we'll just hang the arms. We're gonna shrug the shoulders up and then shoulders down. Inhale, shoulders up. Exhale, slide the shoulders down. A few more like this. Get a little taller as the shoulders come down.
Yeah. Well, that's cool. Yay. Yeah,
All right, shoulders down. We'll turn the palms forward, open out to the sides and lower. Try and keep the shoulder blades down as your arms come up, or keep the shoulders down as the arms come up. Draw your lower abdominals in and up.
well, good. That's kind of what I did before.
2 more here.
And this side looks a little bit less rich.
All right, let's do a few bicep curls here, just nice and easy. Little squeeze in your shoulder blades so that the collarbones feel wide. And we're gonna add a march. Lift to one knee as you lift the weights, step down and switch. You can go a little slower to create more of a balance challenge, more balance work.
Yeah, we want to try it on the other side. Give it a shot. That's going to make it a deeper stretch. Just stretch.
4 more with the arms, or 2 more each leg. All right, feet down, legs in parallel. We'll come into a squat position here. So send the hips back, tilt the spine forward, shoulders back, so the spine is still long. And we're gonna scissor the arms, one arm backward, one arm forward, lower with control and switch. Slow and controlled, so we're not using any momentum. We're not letting those arms just drop. Lift and lower with control.
We're going to take those long. Hang them up.
Long from the top of your head out through the tailbone. Squeeze your abdominals around your spine, using the abdominals like a corset. Squeezing those abdominals around the spine to stabilize. 2 more each way.
So, Robin, you're going to put your number 4.
And let's stand up. We'll give the body a little break. Roll your shoulders back. And roll the shoulders forward. We're gonna come back into that same position. So fold at the hips and knees, tilting the spine, the hips back. We're gonna press both arms back this time for tricep press. Bend your elbows, press back. Inhale, bend. Exhale, press. Again, squeeze the shoulder blades. Long line from your head to your tail.
When you lie down, don't whack your head against that arm. I've done it.
4 more.
Okay. Yeah, and then, don't be too far away from it, but you don't want to.
And we'll stand up. Okay, let's set those weights to the side. Okay. Again, feel free to hold something for support here. We're gonna stand on one leg and take the other leg out in front of you, just a low position, and we'll keep that leg in front of you straight. So you're gonna flex your foot, straight knee, standing tall, and you're just gonna slowly lift this leg up and slowly lower down. Keeping the spine tall, the pelvis stable, so we don't wanna tuck the pelvis in order to lift your leg up. How high does that leg go? Last one, we're gonna hold it up. Keep your thigh bone here, bend your knee, and slowly kick. Bend and straighten, keeping your thigh bone stable so your knee stays at the same height. And we'll step that foot down. Switching legs. Other leg in front, flex your foot, straighten both knees, stand tall, and we're gonna lift that leg up and down. Slow, smooth, controlled. Just noticing, does it go higher or lower than the other leg?
Perfect. Keep going. Good. Now take one of those legs and press down to the mat.
Keep your pelvis stable. Get a little taller as you lift your leg. 2 more. Hold this leg up. And now keep your knee here as you bend and slowly kick. Inhale, bend. Exhale, extend. 3 more. Can you lift that knee just a tiny bit higher? And we'll step down. Okay, we're gonna tilt the spine forward, hinging from the hips. You're gonna take one leg back behind you. So long line from your head out through the back foot. You can bend the standing leg if that feels more comfortable. We're gonna lift and lower the back leg, keeping that knee straight. Keep your lower back stable. So we're working that hip extension. It's a fairly small range of movement just anatomically. Now we're gonna lift that leg up. Keep your knee here as you bend your knee, lifting that foot up to bend, and then straighten. Keep the knee lifted as you bend that knee and extend, working the hamstring. Lifting the knee up as you bend. 3 more. And we'll stand back up, shake it out. Okay, last one, other side. Take one leg back, tilt forward. You can have the standing knee bent or straight, up to you. And we're gonna stabilize the spine as you lift and lower. So straight back knee, moving from the hip, getting that hip extension. Squeezing the lower glute, upper hamstring, and opening through the hip flexor and quad. Stretching the front of that leg. 2 more. Hold that leg up. Keep your knee here as you bend and straighten. That knee will want to drop. Try and keep it lifted as you bend. Three more. And we'll step down, shake that out. Okay, let's come down to the floor. We're gonna lie on your back now. Okay. So let's not use the weights quite yet. Legs can be however's comfortable for you. We're just gonna wake up the shoulders a bit. Arms up to the ceiling. We're gonna scissor here. Take one arm back, one arm forward, maybe all the way to the floor. Lift and switch. Stretch the arms away from each other. Lift and switch. So going at your own pace, but going fairly slowly. Reach long through your fingertips. Trying to grow your arms a little longer as you stretch them forward and back. Trying to lay the upper arms on the floor.
Right, so in that case, response to that is maybe back off on the straight. Don't go as aggressively into that straight.
Now let's take both arms back. Backs of your hands on the floor. We're gonna try and keep the backs of your hands on the floor as you bend your elbows out to the sides until those elbows are in line with the shoulders. And then reverse that, reach the arms, slide the arms back behind you. And you're just gonna keep doing that a few times, or you can hold the stretch with the arms out. So just a little chest opening stretch. Try and press your lower ribs down a little bit here to deepen that stretch in the shoulders.
If you're having success there, as you straighten, just straighten soft. That was better. That was better.
All right, and we'll bring our arms all the way down by your sides, anywhere that's comfortable here. All right, working on the pelvis now. We're gonna do a little pelvic tuck, and then release the pelvis to neutral. And again, so just tuck and find neutral. So in that tuck, we're pressing the lower back down, tilting the pubic bone up, and then release so that the tailbone comes down. And instead of using your legs or your feet or your butt, try to use only your abdominals to create that tuck movement. Two more.
Oh, well, that's different. Okay, then.
Press your lower back down toward the floor, tilt the pubic bone up. So we're in that tuck or imprint. Lift one leg to tabletop, add the other leg to tabletop, squeeze your knees together. Now we're gonna try and keep the shoulders and arms relaxed and just use your abdominals here. Take an inhale. Exhale, slowly draw your knees toward your chest without using your arms. Keep those knees together, hold it here as you inhale, relax your neck and shoulders. Exhale, try to go a little bit deeper, knees toward your chest. Inhale to hold it here, exhale, go a little bit deeper. Using just those abdominals. One more time, inhale, hold, exhale, go a little deeper. And now stay and breathe for the count of 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and release. Set your feet down and bring your pelvis back into neutral. Feet about sit bone distance apart, or about a fist distance between the feet. And we'll keep the pelvis neutral here. We're gonna slide the right sit bone forward toward your heel, taking a little side bend. Come back through center and switch. Reach your left sit bone forward toward your heel. Inhale through center. And again, exhale, reach the right sits bone forward. You'll feel the left side of your waist shorten. Back through center, and then the left sit bone. It's like you're on a lazy Susan. Your pelvis is on a lazy Susan. Use your abdominals more than any other muscle group. Two more each side. And back to center. Let's grab the weights now. Arms up, shoulders down, and we'll take your arms out to the sides as you inhale, lift up, exhale. Chest fly, inhale, open, exhale, zip up through your abdominals and close. Now we're gonna add the legs. So you're gonna open your knees as you open your arms. Exhale, bring the legs back in. You can keep doing this with your feet down, or you can do it from tabletop, opening and closing here, or you can straighten your legs up to the ceiling if you're ready. So legs mimic the arms. Two more. All right, arms up. Let's bring your legs to tabletop. We're gonna bend your arms, bring the weights to your forehead, and press up. So tricep press here. Inhale, bend. Exhale, extend. And whenever you'd like, you can add the legs, extending the knees and the elbows. Inhale to bend. Good. Imprint your spine, so pressing the lower back down, tilting the pubic bone and tailbone up. Engaging the lower abdominals. Try and relax your neck. Three more here. Okay, arms up. We can either have the legs straight up, or you can do this from tabletop. We're gonna do opposite arm and leg movement. So you're gonna take your right arm back, your left leg forward. Exhale to lift up, and then switch. Left arm back, right leg forward. Exhale, lift. Inhale, reach in opposite directions. Exhale, lift up. Maintain that imprint, pressing the lower back down. Two more each side. Arms up, set the feet down. Turn your palms forward. We're gonna bend the elbows out to the sides and push up. Chest press, bend wide, push up. Forearms stay vertical. Connect to your abdominals with each exhale. Four more here. Arms up. We'll turn the palms in and scissor the arms. One arm back, one arm forward. Use your abdominals to help lift the arms and switch. Now that we've got the weights in our hands, we don't want to go as far as we did without the weights. So our arms should not get to the floor. Press your shoulders down as you lift the arms up. One more each way. Okay, let's set those weights off to the side. And we'll bring your arms down by your sides, shoulder blades flat against the floor. And we're gonna go into some pelvic bridging. So find your neutral pelvis, heavy through the tailbone. Press the tops of your shoulders down. Take an inhale. Exhale, start with that pelvic tuck. Little pelvic tuck, and then float your pelvis up. Open through the front of the hip crease. Inhale at the top, and then exhale, gently lower the spine and pelvis down. At the bottom, find your neutral pelvis. Inhale. Exhale, start with just that little pelvic tuck, pubic bone to navel, and then float the pelvis up. Press evenly through both feet, both arms and shoulders. Stay for your inhale, and exhale, lower with control. Keep pressing the tops of the shoulders down. Lengthen the back of your neck. So we're using that little pelvic tuck in order to engage the lower abs. So try and keep that connection to your abdominals throughout the exercise.
Yes.
One more, and this one we're gonna hold the hips up. Draw your pubic bone toward your navel, press firmly through your arms and shoulders, and then we're gonna try and keep your pelvis here at this height. Flex your feet, and then lower the feet. Flex and lower. So just the heels stay down, the rest of the foot comes up, and then lower. Flex and lower. 3 more here. Keep reaching pubic bone up, belly button down. Lower the toes down. Now lift your heels up. Try and keep the pelvis right here as the heels come down. Lift your heels up. Don't let your pelvis drop as the heels come down. So there's almost a sense that we're lifting the pubic bone just a little higher as the heels come down. Navel to spine. Keep pushing firmly through your arms, through your shoulders, little tuck of your chin. 3. Pubic bone up as the heels press down. Last one. And we'll lower the pelvis all the way down. All right, let's hug your right knee into your chest with both hands. Straighten your left leg down on the floor. Just gently sway this knee a little side to side.
So that's the homework. Now, if you don't have a place, you can always have a partner help you.
Now we're gonna hold on behind this thigh, holding onto the back of your thigh, and we're gonna try and straighten that leg upward and then bend the knee. So we're going into a hamstring stretch and then backing out of it. So just be gentle with that hamstring. Extend, lift your heel, and bend. 2 more. This time straighten as much as you can. Point and flex that foot in the air. All right, bend that knee and we'll switch out the legs. Hug your left knee with both hands, extend the right leg down. And just gently rock that knee side to side, just to massage that hip a little bit. Okay, now place your hands behind your thigh and we're gonna extend your knee. Reach your foot up toward the ceiling and then bend. So nice and slow. Extend, find that hamstring stretch, and then bend your knee, release the stretch. Straighten and bend.
This is more of a health thing for long term.
2 more.
Especially when we have habits that have been going on for decades. It's not.
And we'll straighten and hold, point and flex that foot in the air.
Yeah, and I like that we can do either side and you can actually change the spring to a
And we'll release. Okay, let's roll to one side.
and then the left arm covers up.
All right, using your arm as a pillow. Legs can be however feels comfortable here. We're gonna grab one of our weights and we're gonna take our arms straight up to the ceiling. So that wrist is above your shoulder, palm facing the hip or the feet. We're gonna bend this elbow, taking that hand toward the side of your face, and then press up. So we're trying to keep the elbow stacked over your shoulder as you bend and straighten.
So there's a lot of strategies. It can create functional scoliosis. It can create
4 more.
it can create well, it can foster an environment for injury.
Okay, we'll straighten that arm. We're gonna take that arm down toward your hip and then lift straight up. Let's do that a few times, lowering over the hip and up.
I don't know if it's like an
Okay, straight up to the ceiling. Now we're gonna take the arm over the head, not very far, and then back up to vertical. So listen to that shoulder. If it's not feeling this, then make it really small, or you can do it without the weight. One more.
You can use the rack.
Okay, we're gonna try and keep our shoulders stacked, meaning that shoulder stays back as we take the arm forward and then up. So try to keep that shoulder back as the hand comes forward. So your shoulder will feel like it's moving, or should feel like it's moving back as the hand comes forward, and shoulder moves forward as the arm comes up. So we're using that scapula as a little counterbalance. Last one. And we'll set that weight off to the side. Okay, we'll straighten the top leg out. Long line from your head out through your foot. Let's flex your foot, lift the leg up a little higher, point that foot lower down to hip height. Flex, lift up, point, lower. Flex and lift, point and lower. Stabilize your pelvis. Draw your abdominal wall to your spine. 2 more. Flex, lift, point, lower. Flex the foot, lift the leg, point the foot, and lower. Keep that foot pointed. We're going to take some small circles, or maybe more like medium circles. Stabilize your pelvis, making sure to reach that leg back into the space behind you, as well as the space in front of you. So we want equal parts of both. Reverse, turning on that glute as we pull the leg behind you. Stable pelvis. And bring that leg in line with your spine. Let's flex this foot, and we're gonna rotate the thigh bone, internal and external rotation, or pointing your knee up, pointing your knee down. So it's just a small movement. Stabilize your pelvis, twisting the femur, the thigh bone within the hip socket. Let's find our external rotation. We'll stay in that rotation as you take your leg forward and backward, exploring how far you can go in each direction without moving your pelvis, ribs, or shoulders. Again, squeeze that glute as you pull the leg back. One more in external rotation. Now we'll internally rotate, aim your toes and knee down, same motion forward and back. Inhale forward, exhale back. One more here. And let's rest the legs. We'll straighten the bottom leg out, place your top knee down, lift and lower the bottom leg. Exhale to lift, inhale to lower. Draw your belly button to your spine as you lift that leg. Hold the bottom leg up, little circles of this leg. Stabilize your pelvis. Draw your abdominals to your spine. Reverse. Hold the bottom leg up. Try and pulse it higher for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower down. All right, straighten both legs, long line from your head to your heels. Lift the top leg just above hip height. We're gonna keep the top leg here. Lift and lower the bottom leg. stabilizing the top leg. And if you want more challenge, you can take the top hand off the floor, maybe to your hip or thigh. Let's hold the bottom leg up, small circles of the bottom leg, still stabilizing the top leg. Connect to your core, to your abdominals. Reverse. And we'll lower both legs down, draw your knees into your chest. And let's take both arms forward, pointing the hands forward. Stack your palms. We're gonna slide the top hand forward. And now follow that hand with your eyes as you lift up and rotate back. And we'll stay here for a back stretch, for a twist. Relax your neck, your jaw, your shoulders. Let gravity stretch your body here. Just surrender and breathe. All right, let's untwist. And we'll go to the other side. Okay, we're gonna start with a weight. Legs can just rest. All right, holding that weight with your top arm, you're gonna take that arm to vertical. So your elbow and wrist are stacked over the shoulder to start. And we're gonna bend the arm, hand comes toward your ear, and press up. So we're stabilizing the upper arm bone, hinging at the elbow. A little more tricep work. Four more. Straight arm, and we're gonna take that arm down over the hip and back up to vertical. Controlling that motion in both directions. Plug your arm into your shoulder socket. Three more. Back up to vertical, and now we're gonna try and take the arm a little overhead and back up. Slide that shoulder blade down your back as the arm comes overhead. How far is up to you? Be gentle with that shoulder. Doesn't have to be very big. Three more. Back up to vertical. Now we'll take that arm forward, draw that shoulder back just a little, and then lift up. Stack the wrist over the shoulder. And again, think shoulder back as your hand comes forward, shoulder slightly forward as the arm comes up. So that shoulder is counterbalancing the arm. Three more. And we'll set that weight down and off to the side. Okay, extend the top leg, long line from your head out through your foot. We're gonna flex that foot, lift up, point the foot, lower down. Flex, lift, point, and lower. Navel to spine. Reach that leg long out away from the top of your head. As if you could go-go gadget, grow your leg longer. 3 more. Getting some foot and ankle movement in here too. 1 more. Let's keep that foot pointed, small circles, small to medium-sized circles. Make sure to take that leg behind you as much as you bring it in front of you. So we want equal parts of both. Stable through your pelvis. And reverse. Find that glute as you pull your leg back. All right, bring your leg in line with your spine, flex the foot, and we'll find that little rotation, twisting your thigh bone within your hip socket. Point your kneecap up and then down, stabilize your pelvis. And we'll hold our external rotation, pointing your knee and toes up. We're gonna go forward and back with this. Squeezing that glute as you come to the back. And now find internal rotation. Same movement forward and back. It's gonna feel a little different, maybe less gluteal, or maybe not. Maybe your body is different. 2 more. And then release. All right, let's straighten out the bottom leg. Place your top knee down. We'll lift and lower the bottom leg. Connect to your abdominals. So connect your abdominals to your inner thigh. Exhale, lift, inhale, lower. Three more. Hold it up, circle. How high can you lift that leg as you circle? Keep connecting to your core. Reverse. Hold this leg up. Try and pulse higher for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower down. We'll straighten both legs, long from the top of your head out through your feet. Lift the top leg just above hip height. We'll keep it there as we lift and lower the bottom leg. Option to take your top hand off the floor for more balance work. Really use your abdominals for balance. Hold the bottom leg up, small circles of the bottom leg, stabilize the top leg. Reverse. And we'll lower both legs down. Draw your knees into your chest. And we'll take both arms forward, stack your palms. We'll slide the top hand forward as far as you can on the floor, and then lift up and back. Follow that hand with your eyes. And then relax into the floor. Relax your shoulders, your neck, your head. Relaxing a little deeper with each exhale. 2 more deep breaths. Okay, let's untwist, and we're gonna come belly down on the floor. So we'll come into a prone position. Arms out to the sides. Float your forehead an inch or 2 up off of the floor. Squeeze the shoulder blades together. Drive your pubic bone down. Keep the feet down and draw your belly button up. From here, we're gonna lift the arms up. And we'll take one arm forward, one arm back. Windmill, and then switch. Long from the top of your head out through the feet. Press the tops of the feet down, navel up, and keep rotating those arms. Let's take both arms back, squeeze your shoulder blades together, palms should face down. Little circles here, slow, small circles. Can you lift your shoulders up more? Lift your hands up a little more. Reverse. And now we'll sweep both arms forward. Let your chest drop a little bit more. And now sweep the arms back. Lift the sternum, the chest up. Inhale, lower the sternum as your arms come forward. Exhale, sweep back, lift the sternum up. Again, keep those feet down. 3 more. Pubic bone down, belly button up. Can you keep the belly button slightly lifted as you lift the chest? Last one. And come all the way down. Hang out here for a stretch or push yourself into a child's pose. Take a few deep breaths into your lower back, expanding the lower back as you inhale. Breathing into the sacrum as well, the back of your pelvis. And now take a few breaths into your mid-back, where the lower ribs, the bra strap is there, so we can try and stretch the back of your shirt wide. Stretch that bra strap wide as you breathe in and relax on the breath out. How much rib cage movement, lower rib cage movement can we get here? One more breath. And now breathe into your upper back, into your shoulder blades, even breathing into the neck and shoulders, imagining you can send that breath all the way up. Two more breaths here. Okay, and we're all done.